Hello dear students, so now today we would move ahead in this first chapter of class 11th chemistry, that is some basic concepts of chemistry. So now here we were discussing the atomic model. We have discussed the Dalton's atomic theory, then later some drawbacks were there in the Dalton's atomic theory. Now today we would be starting the modern atomic theory. Okay, so in this one theory is going to resolve the problems that were there in the Dalton's atomic theory. Okay, now the first one postulates of the most modern periodic theory modern atomic theory is atoms are like in the Dalton. The Dalton has said that if you have an element, if you just keep cutting it, so the ultimate particles that you are getting are the atoms, isn't it? Yes. So Dalton said that if you are cutting an element, okay, so you would be getting the ultimate particles which are uncuttable, which you cannot cut further. So these ultimate particles are known as atoms according to the Dalton. Okay, but the modern atomic theory says that atoms are not the ultimate particles. Now rather these atoms also would be having some other particles, and these particles are known as now the subatomic particles. Getting it or not? So atoms, Dalton said that atoms are uncuttable, atoms are indestructible. Okay, but the modern concept, it says that atoms are further cuttable. We do have the subatomic particles in atoms. Okay, and later after some discoveries, these subatomic particles were named as electrons, protons, and neutrons. So again, the atom would be consisting of the subatomic particles, and these are electrons, protons, and neutrons, isn't it? Okay, so that is the first postulate of the modern atomic theory. Okay, just note it down if you have noted it. Now let's move towards the next postulate. Okay, now the next postulate of the modern atomic theory is atoms of same element may not be same. Dalton said that the atoms of same element are same. Okay, so atoms of same elements are same. This was said by Dalton, isn't it? Now the modern concept, it says that the atoms of same element may not be same. For this, they have been given the concept of the isotopes. Now if you see, isotopes are what? Isotopes are the atoms of same element with same atomic number, but they have the different atomic mass. Let's say in case of hydrogen, we have three isotopes of hydrogen, that is 1H1, 1H2, and 1H3, protium, deuterium, and tritium, isn't it? So these are the three isotopes of hydrogen. If you see, all have the same atomic number, but all have the different atomic mass. So if these three have the different atomic mass, so these three would not be having the same property, isn't it? But still they are the atoms of the same element, that is the hydrogen. Okay, they are the isotopes of hydrogen. All these are the hydrogen. Okay, so still they are the isotopes of hydrogen, but these isotopes do have means they do not have the similarities here. Okay, they do not have, because their atomic masses are different. So as the Dalton said that atoms of same element are same, but the modern concept says that atoms of same element may not be same, in case of the isotopes. Okay, like in case of the isotopes, like we have the isotopes of hydrogen, and these are protium, deuterium, and tritium. So these isotopes of hydrogen do not have the similar properties here. Okay, so this was the second postulate of the modern atomic theory. Now here we have the third postulate of the modern atomic theory, and it says that atoms of different element may not be same. Okay, so may be same, yeah, rather I would say may be same. The Dalton said that atoms of the different elements are not same. Let's say we have the atoms of gold and atoms of iron, so these atoms are not going to be same. Okay, this was said by the Dalton, but the modern concept, it says that the atoms of different elements may be same in some cases. Okay, like in case of the isobars. Okay, so isobars are what? Isobars are the atoms of different element. Isobars are what? These are the atoms of the different element. These atoms would be having the same atomic mass, but they have different atomic number, because these are the atoms of the different element. Let's say we have the atoms here and we have the atoms here in some case. Okay, so these atoms, if these atoms are having same atomic mass and these atoms have different atomic number, because these are the atoms of the different element, so these atoms would be known as the isobars, isn't it? So in case of the isobars, the atoms of the isobars do have the similar properties. Why? Because they do have the similar atomic mass. So if they have similar atomic mass, it means they must have some common properties, isn't it? So if you are saying the atoms of different elements are different in all the cases, so we are wrong. In some cases it can be correct, but in some other cases atoms of different elements may be same also, like in the case of the isobars. Okay, are you getting this? Okay, just note it down. Now here we have some new postulates. Postulate number 4 is atom is the smallest unit taking part in a chemical reaction. So this was said by Dalton also, and modern concept also says that atom is the smallest unit taking part in a chemical reaction. Here the Dalton theory is correct. Okay, so Dalton also has said this. Okay, now we have the 5th postulate here, and it is atoms may not combine in a simple ratio. As the Dalton said, atoms are always combining in a simple ratio. Getting it or not? But in some cases there are atoms that are not combining in a simple ratio, like in case of the sucrose. Okay, so now here you see you have the atoms of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. They are not combining in the simple ratio. If you see 12, 22 and 11, these are not the simple ratios here. Okay, so in case of the sucrose means here with the help of sucrose we are refining the sucrose and we are making the table sugar that we are eating. Okay, so the table sugar that we are eating, it is made up of the sucrose also. Okay, so now in case of the sucrose, the atoms are not combining in the simple ratio here, isn't it? Now the next postulate is atoms of one element may change into another. Atoms of one element may change into another, like in the case of the nuclear fission. So here in the case of nuclear fission, you have the element of one atom that are changing into another, like let's say you have the uranium. Now if you are bombarding the uranium by the nitrogen particle, so the uranium is going to change into the another into the another element, isn't it? Okay, so you can say that atoms of one element can be changed into another, isn't it? If you are bombarding the uranium, we can change into polonium, isn't it? Sorry, yeah. Okay, so in that case we can say that the atoms of one element can be changed into another, like in case of the nuclear fission. Nuclear fission you must have read there. Okay, so in case of the nuclear fission, we are changing the atoms of one element by bombarding it. Okay, because it is we can say radioactive substances. These are the radioactive substances. So when you are just bombarding the radioactive substances with the help of some rays, so they are going to be changed into another. Are you getting this? So this is the next postulate here. And the 7th one is what? Mass of atom can be converted into energy. Okay, if you have mass, so this mass can be converted into energy. So this was said by Einstein also. Einstein equation is E is equals to mc square. As we are knowing, c is fixed, velocity of the light it is fixed. Now if you have the mass here, so mass is directly proportional to the energy, so mass can be converted into energy there. Okay, so these are some postulates the modern theory has given. Okay, just note it down. Then after, in the next video, we will be moving ahead and we would be discussing some more about this chapter. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.